doing a lot of videos, editing, learning photography, film photography, which is coming soon sometime.
Okay.
Yeah, and then to bond with my family as well, which I don't get a lot of time to be with them because of work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dennis?
Well, for me, it kind of like slowed a lot of things for me. You know, work for one was actually cut off, and then I had to do a lot of e-learning too. And like, I'm a family person. We're always bonded. We're always close to each other. So it gave me more time to spend time with the new ones because there are a lot of new babies in the family too. My sisters had kids everywhere, so I bonded well with them. And also, I worked on myself in the aspect of physically, even mentally. I actually thought that after the breakdown, you know, after the lockdown, you know, process, I actually looked better. So I think to an extent it worked.
Okay, so let's talk about the show. Now, a lot of people do not know this, but Gulder Ultimate Search, the auditions, we just see the tapes on television, and we just see that really fantastic voice, you know, at the C School in Lagos, this and this and this and this happened. Yeah. But a lot of people never really experience what it's like to audition, or to not even to audition, to make a decision to be on the show, then to audition, and then go on audition, and then eventually make it into the jungle. Yeah. But for you, Chris, what was that like? At what point did you realize, you know what, I'm actually going to audition for this?
Well, for me, it wasn't a conscious decision. Prior to 2010, which was the first time I auditioned for the show, I wasn't like a huge fan of the show. I'd seen season 1 passively, and then season 4 as well, because the winner, Dominic, was in my school at the time.
Okay.
So
this is the same Dominic?
Yeah, same Dominic.
I was on the show last week?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, interesting.
So my best friend, she was actually the one who was gingering, let's go for ultimate search. I'm like, fam, I'm not cut out for this. He did the registration online with my laptop at the time. I was busy playing my PS2, I'd be PS3 at the time.
It was PS2 at the time.
PS2, right? Or PS1? Share one of the PSs.
Two.
So he did all of that, and then we auditioned together. We didn't make it through the first time. I'm like, you see, after all the stress, I told you, leave this thing alone. It's not our calling, brother. The following year, he's like, fam, let's try this thing again. I was less busy at the time. I started getting into the university. I didn't really have a lot I was doing other than modeling, going for auditions here and there. So I'm like, what do I have to lose? Auditioned for the second time and eventually made it into the jungle. But for me, the mindset was, let's just see how it goes. I wasn't going there with do or die. I must get in, I must get in, I must get in. Because just arriving at the stadium, I'm seeing 26,000 people, has a way it messes with your psyche. And you're like, wait, they're only looking for one winner. Out of all these people, I'm going to my house. So that decision to, I'm here, let me just see how it goes. Okay. That was how it went until even the jungle. I'm here, let's see how it goes. And before you know it,
Ultimate Man.
Bam!
Bam! Dennis, were you in that, I'm here, let's see how it goes? I know that you auditioned multiple times as well, but at the point where you eventually made it into the jungle, talk me through your day of audition, and then, you know, everything that happened, and then eventually making it to the jungle. Aside the fact that you auditioned twice before you got picked.
3 times.
Actually, auditioned 3 times before you got picked.
No, I auditioned twice, then the third time I got it.
Got picked, okay.
Yeah. So actually, for me, the first time I was, for every eviction, I was evicted on stage. It wasn't like probably I got evicted probably during swimming, or I was always evicted on stage.
Oh.
So it was like...
That must have been hard.
Yeah, it was like, okay, you're doing the right thing, but you're just not getting in. So when you're on stage and you don't get in, it's like, okay, you did it well, try again. And it's not like, okay, I did it, I went for the audition, I didn't even get to the stage. You know, I got to the stage for a part and I didn't get into the jungle. So came the next day and I tried again, I didn't get it. I called, obviously I called mom. I was like, today don't go. Mom was like, probably it's not your time, just come back home. Don't feel bad about it. Okay. I was like, okay, I came back and then I prepped better. And the third time, I spoke with this dude here, Knucklehead. And he said 1 or 2 magical words and like, dude, it's inside you, just do it.
What are those words though?
Just what I just said, it's inside you, just do it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, the both of you had to prepare physically. I mean, Chris was, still is, in history, the smallest Ultimate Man ever.
no, someone has taken that title.
Okay, we'll get to who, but again, at the time, you were probably the smallest.
Yes, I was the smallest at my time.
And then Dennis obviously was the biggest in the season.
In the season? Definitely not.
Definitely not.
No,
I was only teasing, by the way. But what I'm trying to say is, a lot of people actually say that, you know, being an Ultimate Man takes a lot of physicality. I say one day, if I wake up one day and say tomorrow, you know what, I'm going to be on Ultimate Search. People look at me like, nah, man.
did.
But then again, the truth is, the Ultimate Man really isn't necessarily about being just physical.
Yeah, true.
Do you get?
Yes,
So
that is true.
aside physically and spiritually, which I've both come to realize both of you are very spiritual people, what other ways did you really have to prepare for your time in the jungle?
You need to know about the ultimate search yourself. I'm sorry to say. You need to like. There's a particular episode or season where it was about the ingredients used to make the beer. The herbs, the barleys, and all of that kind of stuff. So if you don't prep yourself about who the MB manager is or who the first winner is and all those kind of details, you're not ready.
Sure.
Because like, you could just come in for an audition and ask you, okay, dude, okay, who was the second winner of the Good Ultimate Search?
And just be like,
Mike Adinuga.
The Rock.
Sorry, man. The Rock.
The Rock.
Yeah.
Really?
So
just knowing more about the show was very important.
yeah, you need to know everything about the show from head to toe. You need to know you need to prep yourself well for it because at the end of the day, yeah, not just knowing about it's one part, yeah. Then your physical fitness. You need to be on your A game.
Is it mandatory though that I should be
Very.
physically fit?
Very.
Okay, so now I mean, both of you have quite reasonably more muscle mass than I do.
Okay.
But really, is it really all about, having that mass? What if, for me, my strategy is just being the mental one in the house, or speed?
Speed.
It doesn't necessarily deliver to mass.
Okay.
does it?
Why I said you need to be, physically, ready for it is because during my time I had someone like Edmund. If we had a task where we had to run like 10 times, like 10 laps, to and fro 10 times, he could be on his 7th lap and we'll be on our 3rd or 4th.
Okay.
And then it gives him enough time to, because it's like you're bringing out stuffs, you're bringing out items to come to your workstation to start. So being the first to get to the workstation buys you enough time to finish before others. So you see where I'm going to?
Okay.
So you have to be physically fit, you have to be fast, also you have to be mentally ready too.
Okay.
So it's just a combination of all three.
All right. So for Chris, a lot of people actually remember you as a really, really fast one.
Yeah.
All right. So obviously that was an advantage for you. Many people say that you probably dominated your season from start to finish. But aside everything that's physical,
Yeah.
what other attributes would you say helped you win?
What are the attributes that I
Or
would
not even
say-
helped you win. Let's not even go to win. Let's just
Yeah.
say helped you prepare yourself for the show.
Okay, like you said, you have to have some sort of knowledge about the show, even
Okay.
if not in its entirety. I already knew that the show was going to require a lot of physicality from me, which I was already athletic. I felt like I kind of had that already. So I should spend more time in preparing myself for the mental part of the show. Because
Okay.
watching the show, especially season 7, which was the first time that I tried out and didn't make it into the jungle, I realized that they had to do a lot of tasks that had to do with brain work, picture puzzles, riddles, and all of that. So it's not really all about having muscle mass, right? So I spent a lot of time playing puzzle games on my phone, just in my spare time, riddles and all of that, just to increase my IQ,
Okay.
and a lot of stuff like that, which actually did help me in the jungle. It did help me a lot. So it's not just about having all the guns.
Muscle.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, at some point, very, very shortly, I'm going to have the number to call you on the show. Okay, so just in case you want to speak to any of us on the show, obviously there's how do I say now? There's Dennis, there's Chris.
Yes.
Okay, so if you want to speak to them, I'm going to have the numbers very, very shortly. I'll be sharing that with you so you could call us on the show. But remember the hashtag as well. If you're talking to us on social media, it is hashtag GUSViewersConnect. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Anyway, going forward now, let's leave the jungle, or let's just stay in the jungle. I'm going to ask you one really good question before we leave the jungle.
Yeah.
Staying in the jungle, describe in one word. I'll start with you, Chris.
Okay.
Describe in one word the feeling that you had in one word
Yeah.
when you were announced the Ultimate Man.
Whoa.
One word.
One word. Surreal.
Surreal.
Yes.
Dennis? One word.
One word. An excellent feeling.
I can't hear you. Excellent. Yeah. All right. Now, so here's what we're going to do. The numbers should be on your screen. If it doesn't appear on your screen, I'm going to dictate those out to you very, very shortly. But first of all, I think we are going to go on a break, and when we come back, we'll take more questions, and of course, we'll take the numbers and your calls as well. Stay with us. This is Gulder Ultimate Search Viewers Connect.
The journey after the jungle. Reconnect with your favorite contestants as they return to your screen on the Gulder Ultimate Search Viewers Connect. Find out what they've been up to. Stream it live on Instagram. Experience the moment on Views channel, Start Times. Gulder, own your journey. Get ready to
It's Man Crush Monday.
Nice to meet ya. Betty Butter.
Inspirational Tuesday.
Anytime I come here, I give them fire.
He's a gentleman.
You deserve a gentleman.
Such a beautiful song.
Why I think I love you, but I don't really know you that well.
That's why my hearty David like do.
I don't find Bessie to marry. Juice got be.
My God, I still love that song.
All right, it's Throwback Thursday.
I'm throwing it back to. It's just one of the songs I really like about the band.
Sit back down with your man. It's a TGIF. Oh shit.
My Friday song will be.
Three cities, a 10th season, over 40,000 entries to be narrowed down to 12 ultimate warriors.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the final selection for 2013 Gulder Ultimate Search.
Take a look around you. What do you see? I see your new home. The Council of Elders have decided that we will divide you into two tribes from the beginning of your quest. The tribe of the spears and the tribe of the swords. You will not choose your tribe. Your tribe will choose you. This will be done in a relay fashion. We will need each of the 4 members of the team that are left to go past this obstacle to the treetop. You will find a sack of puzzles. You will bring the puzzle back, you will step on the mat, and the next member of the team will go in search of the next sack of puzzles.
The Spears use the moment to take over first place.
Your task today will be to go up the hill one after the other and retrieve a piece of the cat each and bring them back here. Then you will race your cats back up the hill through the obstacle, following the path of the flag. Any point in the race, your package falls off the cat, you will pause and pick every piece of your package together and put it back in the basket. There will be a battle between warrior and nature and the jungle. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Good.
But has Dennis passed Tifunaya? Nope. And Bobby is coming past him, a flat sprint. Will Dennis lose? They both slip. It's a photo finish as Dennis comes in third. After all this time, still no luck. Dennis is inspired by Edmund's idea, but he searches much deeper.
By the powers conferred upon me, that is, I declare you the ultimate warrior. Go! Deliver to the council of elders. Go! Take it! Waste no time! Waste no time!
Welcome to the moment of truth.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir!
They started their journey deep into the jungle to see who had the strength, courage, and determination in the top 3. Joyous celebration. There were lots of instructions given by lots of people, but the roof was still too high and not resistant to the rain. They celebrated their honeymoon by both doing very well in the first challenge, even though they had to kick like donkeys. Kenneth didn't do so well, though. It is time to see what the first challenge has to offer.
I'm a little bit tense because, I know for a fact that it's going to be a whole lot more tougher than what we experienced in our respective batches.
Remember one word: consequences.
After hooking themselves in, they start to follow the rope that is swirled around the poles. Christopher tackles the third element of the game, the one that tests upper body strength that makes him pass her easily.
There goes our 3 champions.
At the junction where the 2 rocks meet, Anastasia finds the next clue. Close to a gory village, there you may be rewarded with a prize that's boarded and corded. Instead of following the instructions and determining exactly where it is, everybody is grasping around, hoping to be lucky.
I found it!
Christopher finds it.
Somebody has found it. Who is it?
I found it!
It looks like Christopher has found it. Or is it? It is Christopher. Christopher Okechukwu Okabwe has found the box. Okechukwu?
Sir!
Christopher Okechukwu Okabwe, I hereby declare you the ultimate hero. Celebrate! Yes!
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 Yes! Yes!
Get ready to experience the journey after the jungle. Reconnect with your favorite contestants as they return to your screen on the Gulder Ultimate Search Viewers Connect. Find out what they've been up to. Stream it live on Instagram. Experience the moment on Views channel, Start Times. Gulder, own your journey.
All right, welcome back to the show. I've still got Chris Okagwe and Dennis Okike here, winner of season 8 and winner of season 10. Now, it is that time of the show where you could actually reach us via phone, 0908 764 3339. That is 0908 764 3339. Call us right now, speak to any of your winners, and again, if you need any word of advice for them, now it's a good time to ask them as well. Now let's go back to my winners in the house. Obviously, I know that you're wearing that pendant, but you're not wearing that pendant. Where's yours?
In the house.
No, obviously, that being a winner, obviously that's one of the benefits. You get to wear that pendant.
Yeah.
Not just
only
a contestant.
All the contestants.
all
get
the
it.
contestants.
Yes.
So I could
all
just
the contestants.
Oh.
Once you make it into the jungle,
You get
you're
one.
entitled to a pendant.
I thought it was just winners that got that.
Nah.
All right.
yeah.
So obviously, that's the benefit of being on the show.
True that.
So let's talk about the benefits. You have a brand new car. You have, in your case, 10 million. In your case,
Pajero car.
yours was a Pajero, and yours was a Ford.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. SUVs, my thing. Anyway, before we get any further, I think it's now time for us to have our first caller. Okay. So we'll talk about the benefits of being winners on the show, or even being on the show in itself. But let's take this call first. Hello, caller. All right, we lost that call. 0908-764-3339. 0908-764-3339. So back to you, Dennis. First of all, you win the jewelry. But aside the money and the car, what exactly would you say is, for you personally, the biggest benefit of being an ultimate man? Personally, from like personal experience, what's the biggest benefit of being an ultimate man for you?
It's been favor upon favors upon favors and open doors. Never regretted. Not one single day being an ultimate. I never had regrets, ever. It's been favor, open doors. It's like saying, okay, you have a better you're on a better platform to do better things, to acquire or to achieve better if you just work with it. If you can harness it and beautify or purify it to what the requirements are out there, they'll actually look at you first and want to know what you've got to present on the table. So it's an opportunity for you to actually show them what you got.
Okay. Before we get to Crystal. Hello, caller. Hello, we can hear you. How you doing?
Hello, I'm hearing. I'm here watching Good Ultimate Stars.
Okay, where are you calling from?
My name is Awula Loluwatobiloba.
We can hear you, Toby. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Lagos.
Okay, do you have a question or you want to say something?
I'm coming from Lagos.
Okay. Can you hear me now? I think Toby is just going to have to call us back, 0908-764-3339. Now, back to you, Chris. Yeah. Personally, obviously there are a lot of benefits, but personally for you, what would you say is the biggest benefit you have ripped from as being an ultimate man?
Okay, for me, not trying to repeat anything he said, because everything he said...
Valid.
Very valid. But because of my personal journey going into the industry and wanting to just be in the entertainment industry and be successful, one of the benefits I would mention is that Ultimate Search put me on a bigger
pedestal,
broader pedestal and platform to fast track my journey. Like I said, before Ultimate Search, I was modeling, did a couple of
TV series.
Okay. But right after the show, I was getting jobs left, right, and center.
Hello. All right, we'll stick it out right, left, right, and center. Hello, caller.
Hello.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Lucky.
Lucky, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Ogudu.
Ogudu, how's Ogudu today?
Very well, very well.
All right, so you have a question or you have a comment. Please hit us.
Yeah, quickly, I have a question for the guys in the studio. But first off, great show. I miss Good Ultimate Search, and I want to be back to great stuff, guys.
Thank you so much.
So yeah, for the guys in the studio, for Dennis and Chris, so if there is a rerun for the Good Ultimate Search that involves past winners, for Dennis and Chris, who are the contestants or the past winners that will be their greatest competitors?
Oh, that is a very...
That's actually a really good question.
That's a very good question.
Dude, who are you?
That's a really good question. Lucky from...
I don't know. Guys.
Wow.
Thank you, Lucky.
Nice question.
Let's see.
Go first.
Go first.
Okay, of all the past winners, Ezugo, Lucan, Dominic, Michael, Uche, Kunle, Pascal, him and Chinedu. I would say my biggest competitor would probably be... It would probably be Chinedu.
Why?
Because he's
young.
No, has nothing to do with age. He's very, very intelligent.
Okay, so this has nothing to do with physique.
It has nothing to do with strength.
Just
it has
intelligence.
nothing to do with strength. I don't have a problem in that area.
Okay.
I'm not saying that of bragado or anything like that. But I don't have a problem in that area. But in terms of
sense,
he would be my biggest threat.
Dennis?
For me, I said Dominic, but nah. So yeah, going forward, Pascal.
Why Pascal?
Pascal is an underdog. No, I'm not choosing Pascal. Yeah, I'm just saying Pascal is an underdog because you don't expect him. I've hung out with Pascal a couple of times.
Okay.
I've seen the things he could do.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's the kind of person you do not. Okay, he expects Chinedu to do good, right? Because Pascal is the one you look at. You see Pascal, you're like,
He can't go that far.
But then when you try to go rough with him, you know what's up.
So your final answer is Pascal?
So Pascal or this
Chinedu?
knucklehead. No, Chinedu. I know Chinedu to an extent. I know what to get him down with.
Okay.
This knucklehead, yeah.
Pascal or Chris. We have another caller. Hello, caller.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. What's your name?
Okay, this is Kingsley from Surulere. Can you hear me?
Kingsley, we can hear you loud and clear. How's Surulere today?
Okay. I'm really watching the show and I love it.
Thank you very much.
It's good to see the ultimate man again.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, bro.
All right. So what's your question, or do you have a comment?
Yeah, the first question I have is, I know the show was scripted, but then you never know what to expect. So how I want to ask them, how did you prepare for a show like this, or how do you prepare for a show like that? Because you really don't know what to expect. You don't know what they're going to throw at you, and what's the mental process through that? How do you prepare for that? And then the second question is, how has life changed in winning good ultimate search? I don't know if you got my question.
Yeah, we did. I was just trying to concentrate on you there, but yeah, we got your questions. Thank you for calling.
Thank you very much. I love the show. I'm watching. Thank you very much.
Thank you as well.
Thank you.
All right, so we've got two questions.
Yeah.
First of all, it has to do with mental preparation, especially when you are programmed to expect the unexpected.
Yeah.
And then second question is pretty much,
how's life changed?
How's life changed? I think we answered the life part earlier.
Much,
So let's talk about the mental part, because a lot of people actually attribute the ultimate man to just being physically strong. So I'm glad that you brought that up. So let's talk about the mental aspect of it. Knowing that you're in a position where anything can happen at any time, how do you mentally prime yourself for that? I start with you, Chris.
Okay. Don't take any breaks. Don't take any times off.
Mentally, that is.
Mentally, in my mind, I'm like, I would rest both physically and mentally when I get home.
Okay.
But for as long as I'm on this show, there are no times off, there are no breaks, there are no taking any rest, there are no loose guarding. Let me use the word that everybody knows. Don't lose guard at any point in time, because fam, they can come at 2:30 a.m. for a task. And whoever comes last is going home instantly.
At that 2:30 in the morning?
Fam, instantly. There is no... So, like, don't expect the unexpected. Sounds very cliche, but that's really what it is. So just keep your mind sharp at every point in time, even in your sleep. I know it sounds weird, but in your sleep, be aware that anything can happen at any point in time. There's been a season in Ultimate Search where someone was given a totem to look after, and he went to sleep, woke up the next morning, he wasn't there anymore, and he was sent home. Wow. Just for that. And he was a huge threat. He was strong, he was fast, he was intelligent, and a lot of people were happy to see him go home because he was a huge threat to them. What did he do wrong? He just loose-guarded.
Okay, Dennis?
But for me, I'll just like you to look on OYO.
On your own?
On your own. It's not like some other TV reality show whereby probably because you and I are actually tagging up together. Okay, fine, we are saved. So, sorry, I didn't call it, but hey, you're all by yourself, right?
Okay.
The instant you flick,
it's gone.
It could be game over for you. What am I trying to say? For me, going for Ultimate Search, I already knew I needed to prep myself, like, the taxes and everything. From childhood, I've been, playing a lot of games and polls and everything. So I knew that I didn't come here to make friends.
Okay.
Sorry to say, I didn't come to make friends. All right, and most times before I sleep, I was already thinking about driving the car already. So psychologically, I knew that I just wanted to drive that car. So there was no time for me to say, my buddy, how far now? Are you ready for today's start? Are you doing good? No, I didn't.
You didn't care.
I wasn't harsh towards anyone.
Yeah.
But I was always on my A game. Like, okay, today's tax. Okay, don't come last. Don't come last. If you're like not the first, you're not the third. You're not the first. You're not the second. Try and be the third, at least the third.
Okay.
So it was always on my mind. I was always on my A game. So I tried to pick out the best two or the best three in the jungle with me, and tell myself that I had to beat these people so that I don't lose.
All right. Now, before we take more calls, the number again is 0908-764-3339. Now, for you, Chris, I'm going to come back to you. Obviously, with success comes a certain level of fame and fortune and attention and money, and the same for you as Dennis as well. But what is the hardest part of fame that comes with being a GUS winner?
The hardest part, to be completely 150% honest with you, I don't think that there's really been anything that has changed that much.
Okay, nothing has changed that much. I'll hold on to you on that one. Sorry to call you short, but we have a caller.
Okay.
Hello, caller.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. What's your name?
This is Emmanuel from Ikorodu.
Emmanuel from Ikorodu. How are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm watching the show on Instagram and enjoying it.
Thank you very much. Do you have a question or a comment?
Yes, I want to ask the ultimate men.
Okay, please do.
What is their biggest takeaway from the show, from the time there? You know, I mean, so many things are happening at the same time. What is that one thing that leads you the most from coming out from the show?
Okay. Thank you very much for that one. And have a good evening, okay?
Great job. Yeah, good job there. Good job.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, so before we get to the greatest takeaway, let's just finish with that question. Hardest part of fame being the GUS winner?
Yeah, I've pretty much tried to do, I still pretty much do everything I used to do even before I became famous.
Okay.
I go to all the places I still go to, because it's a conscious effort. I try to maintain that, in my mind, I am not as popular or as famous as people think that I am. And it helps me stay grounded. It helps me stay grounded.
Okay.
And also considering the fact that I started this early, at 16, I know a lot of people started way earlier. There are child actors that started at 4 or 5.
True.
But for me, it was early as well, especially considering the fact that that was the year that I moved to Lagos full-time. 2004, got into the entertainment industry. So I was already kind of used to it.
Okay.
So it wasn't that much of a huge difference for me. Yes, the fame was different, but I was already used to a little bit. So it wasn't that hard.
Dennis, the hardest part of fame for you as the winner of GUS? Is it that the people expect you to be 100% honest all the time?
I just wanted to change my background. Like, I did to be truthful, we didn't really have this kind of prominent names in my family.
Okay.
So to me, I was like, okay, do this.
Your family just change it.
Change it. Make a mark. Put your family name out there.
Okay.
Let people know.
Okay.
You're doing this for your family, you're doing it for yourself, not just for yourself, for your generation to come.
Okay.
All right, make a stand for them.
Okay.
So that's what kept me going.
All right, going back to Emmanuel's question from Ikorodu, he said, what's the biggest takeaway from the show for you? But what we're going to do is, before we answer that question though, how about we go on a break? When we come back, we'll give out the phone lines again. I'll ask this ultimate man questions. Stay with us. This is Viewers Connect Gulder Ultimate Search.
Get ready to experience the journey after the jungle. Reconnect with your favorite contestants as they return to your screen on the Gulder Ultimate Search Viewers Connect. Find out what they've been up to. Stream it live on Instagram. Experience the moment on Views channel, Star Times. Gulder, own your journey.
Now they're more killing CB that you.
Beautiful throwback songs from your favorite artists that would definitely bring you sweet and amazing memories. Oh my God, this was the best thing Wandeko gave to me in the year 2009. Now born, Dimaga.
Yes, yo, my name is M.I. Mr. Incredible Short Black Boy. As you know, I'm in my early 20s, and I'm purely generation youth. And I just want to say that the platform that I found that is the best for young people to express their views is the Views channel. So keep it locked right here. Don't even think about changing that dial.
Get ready to experience the journey after the jungle.
Connect with your favorite contestants as they return to your screen on the Gulder Ultimate Search Viewers Connect. Find out what they've been up to. Stream it live on Instagram. Experience the moment on Views channel, Start Times. Gulder. Own your journey.
To the show, my name is Lulu. I've got Chris and I've got Dennis. We're still talking about the Gulder Ultimate Search and their journeys. Now remember, this is proudly brought to you by Gulder, and Gulder is asking you to 1, drink responsibly, 2, own your journey. These men have owned their journey. They are still owning their journeys, and that is why they are ultimate men, and that's why they are here with me on the show today. Now, just before we went on that break, though, I was going to ask Dennis a question about what Emmanuel asked us. You know, the biggest takeaway from the show, and you were going to answer that question before we went on that break, so just hit me up on that one.
Biggest takeaway from the show was the fact that I was able to change my status, my name. You know, I was from a background where we're just there. You know, so I needed the opportunity to make the name be known out there, to put the name out there for everybody to know that the name Okike actually did exist, because I was just from, would I say struggling family, not just
noble, maybe.
Noble, right? So, but at the end of the day, it worked for me, and I was glad that I actually achieved that.
Okay, I'm really glad. Now, we've got a couple of questions. We have only time for one more call. The number is 0908-764-3339. Now, all right, so let me ask both of you this question. Both of you can decide who decides to go first in this. Okay. But let's see. If you had a chance to do it again this minute, pack your bags from here, and you're heading back to the jungle. Would you do it? Yes or no?
Anytime, any day.
He already answered it. Yes, I would.
Anytime, any day.
Yeah, I would.
I would love to go back to the jungle.
All right, second question. What's the most interesting thing that you've read about yourself?
The most interesting thing I've heard about myself.
Read. Dennis is like, couple of really interesting things. But okay, let's pick one.
Okay, this was a couple of years ago.
Okay.
I read on one of the blogs that.
Do you want to name names?
I can't even remember. If I did, I would say it. I read that I am a personal assistant to a famous Nigerian footballer. Okay, do you want to take that?
Yeah, let's take that. Hello?
Hello,
sir.
My name is Nelson.
Nelson, where are you calling from?
Bariga.
What?
From Bariga. I'm calling from Bariga.
Bariga. Okay, I thought I heard Okija. Yeah. I'm like, okay, how you doing in Okija today? Well, Bariga is good, I believe. Bariga is good?
Great show, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you,
bro.
What's your question?
Yeah, quick question for the guy. So basically, is it possible for a woman to be the last, to be the ultimate man?
Very possible.
After the whole of the processes you guys went through, it was so tedious, very tedious. How possible is it?
All right, thank you for that one from Bariga. Thank you so much. Let's see. Yeah. Do we finish answering your questions?
Yes.
Okay, let's answer your questions. Yeah. And I think that was our last caller for the day, so thank you, but let's get to this real quick.
Okay, so real quick, I was saying that I read in one of the blogs that I am a personal assistant to a name withheld, a famous Nigerian footballer.
Famous Nigerian footballer?
A famous Nigerian footballer who was playing for Chelsea at the time.
Oh, that one?
Yes,
wow.
And I am this close to him, and we're super close that I literally am the one who holds the purse where he has all his money in.
Hey, but give me some.
And bam, I read that. I read that. I'm like, somebody should just cuckoo shoots me now.
All right, talking about what you read, we'll get to Dennis's own in a bit. But I think we have another caller. Hello, caller. Hello. Hello, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
What's your name, sir?
Okay, my name is Sam. I'm calling from Lekki.
Your name is what?
Samuel. I'm calling from Lekki.
Samuel from Lekki. Hi, how you doing?
I'm okay.
All right, do you have a question or a comment?
Yeah, I have two questions.
All right, get with it real quick then.
Okay, to the Ultimate Lords. So, what inspired you to go for Gulder Ultimate Search? And the second question is, if you could go back in time, what would you change about your stay in the jungle?
All right. Thank you very much for that one. Firstly, I know they've answered the first question. Secondly, would you change? I mean, these men are ultimate men. Would they change anything?
Change, man.
Change it will make you not winning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
Nah,
so,
I won't change anything.
all right. So for you, the last question I asked him: what's the most interesting thing you've read about yourself?
Interesting. Funny enough, everything I've read about myself on the internet has been true. Although at one point, I actually read that I was married to someone. And I'm like,
Who was the person? Who were you allegedly married to?
I was like, okay, so where's the person? Like, okay, so where are we living? Like, you know, so people just go out there and make stories, but hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is. So who was the person? You didn't tell me who it was. I mean, we know who Chris was allegedly holding their wallet.
It was a name I never heard of.
Oh, so we're just supposed to meet the woman and be like, oh, I heard we got married.
Yeah, they just said something on the media, and I'm like, oh, really? Okay.
All right, now, final question for the both of you. In 60 seconds, you will recall that Gulder actually changed his narrative to own your journey. Now, obviously, your journeys have been quite elaborate and very experience-filled, ups and downs, victories, tears, pain. But the thing is, how would you say, or how would you think, what would you say, or how would you think about it if someone said to you now, Dennis or Chris, are you owning your journey, or do you own your journey, or do you feel good about the journey you're on? What would your answers be? I'll start from you, Chris.
Okay, so my answer would not be in past tense. My answer would be in present continuous.
Okay.
I would say to the person that I have owned my journey and I am still owning my journey. Reason being that no matter what I've achieved in life, which thankfully to God, emphasis on God, I have achieved a lot.
Okay.
I'm never going to get to a place where I relax and feel like, yes, I've hit jackpot. I'm now going to relax. I am always going to keep working to do better. I'll do myself do better than the last. So I'm going to continue to own my journey till I stop breathing.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's pretty
Fair
much
enough.
it.
Dennis, owning your journey?
Okay, well, to some people, they might actually think, you know, being an ultimate man was the end of their journey, like, okay, they've achieved. But the truth is, being an ultimate man is actually the beginning of your journey, right?
Okay.
Now, because it puts you on a platform whereby you need to do more to stay relevant.
Okay.
Right now. So if you do not own your journey, you're going to be
blown away.
Do you understand? So, and owning your journey doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, done by your own personal abilities, because everything, like I said, comes from the divine grace of God Almighty. If God has actually said you're going to be the ultimate man, He's not going to give you a profile that you cannot handle. He knows you're going to be able to handle it. So He put you there. You just need to seek His guidance, and then you should have a vision of where you're going to and trust Him to actually direct you on your journey. That's how you get to own your journey.
Okay, so owning your journey, or being on your journey, means you need to own your journey. And on that note, I'd like to say thank you to Chris Okagwe, winner of Gulder Ultimate Search Season 8. You would forever remain our ultimate man.
Thank you very much.
Winner of Season 10. You will forever remain our ultimate man.
Thanks, guys.
And that's it for us today. I am not ultimate man just yet, but I'm your host on this show. And this, there you go, ultimate host.
Yeah.
And this today has been the second episode of the season. However, next week, that in itself will be the ultimate experience. So next time, take care of yourselves and each other. My name is Lulu, and from Viewers Connect and everyone here, good night. See you next week.
Adios.
Woo.
That's what I'm Finally, football season. Hey, let's do some.
Let's take this chairs out and stand in.
there was a country blessed with agricultural produce. Then there were the people who sold these foods in different forms on the streets. Easily accessible, the food makers tried, and the food was good. But something was still missing. In recognition of a need to find the missing link and find one man worthy of leading and